If you advertise your properties on Rightmove, you need to watch this 8-minute video. There's a lot of agents who feel very strongly about the prices Rightmove charge, but I'm not going to get into that, other than to say I can pretty much guarantee that most agents are leaving money on the table by not making the most of all of the opportunities that Rightmove provides. I'm not going to talk about the local homepage and featured agent paid add-ons. I'm not even going to talk about featured properties and premium listings. I'm just going to concentrate on the everyday, normal Rightmove listing. For as long as I can remember, Rightmove have advised that the number of clicks and detailed views that your property receives is influenced by 3 things: the photos, the price, and the summary description. That's the 300 characters of text that show up in the search results on desktop. So you need to have at least 5 good quality photos, and the days of professional photography being something special and a differentiator are long gone. Now, professional photos are the norm. If you're not doing so already, you should seriously think about having your photos digitally improved prior to publishing them. There's plenty of businesses out there who can help you with this, and it only costs a couple of quid per photo. I recommend Doctor, which is dctr.co.uk, and they'll even do your first 5 photos for free. Now, I'm not going to get into pricing in this video. It's a massive subject, and I do cover it, if you're interested, in my Amazon best-selling book, The Ultimate Property Listing. So instead, I'm going to spend the next couple of minutes talking about the copy, because it's usually the area where agents aren't making the most of the opportunity. It also means that if you get it right, it gives you the greatest chance of actually standing out. So, you get 300 characters in the summary description, so use them all. I'm always shocked and disappointed when I see agents just using one short sentence. Strangely, it does appear to be a rule for one of the big national corporates where they only ever have one sentence rather than using the full 300 characters that are available. So if you're going to use the full 300 characters, don't waste them on what I call vanity introductions. You know what I mean. Blah-de-blah estates are proud to bring to the market this. That's just a waste of characters, as is strange phrases that don't really add anything, such as the accommodation briefly comprises. Next, don't duplicate any of the information that Rightmove automatically pulls through, such as the street, the property type, the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms. And don't just list the features. Think about your ideal buyer or tenant and what they're looking to get from the move, rather than just listing random features. I suggest you focus all of those 300 characters on one key concept to grab the attention of your ideal buyer or tenant, and focus on how the property can solve their problems or make a positive improvement to their lives. Don't capitalize whole words. Now, this is an area where Rightmove and I disagree. Rightmove recommends capitalizing whole words to highlight key features. I think that's too shouty. Instead, I suggest you tap into the hundreds of years of direct marketing, copywriting, research and insight, and use a technique which is called title case. That's where you capitalize the first letter of every word in the first sentence, and it achieves that balance and blend of standout and readability. So if you make sure your photos are as good as they can be, and you follow the 5 steps that I've just mentioned when writing the summary description copy, you'll get more clicks and more people will see the full property details. If you make sure your photos are as good as they can possibly be, and you follow the 5 steps that I've just mentioned when writing the search result summary description, then you'll get more clicks and more people will see the full property details. And having got someone to click, what you need to do then is reward them for clicking. And the easiest way to do this is to continue the train of thought that you introduced in the summary description. What I mean by that is, if you focused on the fabulous kitchen that's perfect for sociable families and entertaining, then don't make the first sentence in the full description about the area or about the hall just because some boss once told you you always start with the hall. Continue the train of thought that you first introduced in the summary description. You then use the full description to describe the property and the area, and be mindful that in some cases the area is actually more of a draw and a pull than the property itself. When writing the copy, remember that people buy with emotion, not logic. So think, how can you tap into their emotions and the reasons that lie behind the move? The place for room dimensions is the floor plan, not the copy, and nobody really cares whether a room has a radiator or not. Finally, always make use of all 10 key features bullet points to summarise the key benefits, which can be a mix of property details, facts about the area, shops, schools, etc. that might be relevant to the ideal buyer or tenant. So if the role of the summary description is to get the click, the role of the full description is to get the call or the email. So never forget to provide a clear call to action at the end, spelling out exactly what someone needs to do if they're interested. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. And if you have, you might like to grab a free Ultimate Property Listing checklist, which covers all the points I've raised in this video, along with many more. I still use this checklist myself every day when writing property listings for my clients. If you do want a free PDF copy of the checklist, just comment "yes please" down below.